Hello everyone. Today I will be revising 3 chapters in one video. The first chapter will be perimeter and area. The second one will be all about fractions. And the third chapter will be symmetry. Now, without further delay, let us get started. Question 1. A ceiling fan looks the same after turning it around a fixed point by a certain angle. This describes which type of symmetry? A ceiling fan looks the same after turning. So turning, in other words, is known as rotating. So a ceiling fan looks the same after rotating around a fixed point by a certain angle. This describes which type of symmetry? Answer is option B, rotational symmetry. Rotational symmetry. Next question. Which everyday object remains unchanged when rotated through any angle? Which everyday object remains unchanged when rotated through any angle? Answer is a round clock face which takes the shape of a circle. So a round clock face is the one which remains unchanged when rotated through any angle. So answer is option C, which is a round clock face. Third question. The area of a triangular poster is 30 centimeters square. If this area is exactly half the area of a rectangular board, what is the area of the board? You are given a triangular poster. This is a triangular poster. When you draw another triangle on top, the shape you get is a rectangle. Now the question is, what is the area of this rectangle? Remember, this triangle has an area of 30 centimeters square. So even this triangle here will have 30 centimeters square. So total area will be 30 plus 30. This equals to 60. So the area of this rectangle here is equal to 60 centimeters square. So the correct answer is option D, with the sentence 60 centimeter square. Fourth question. A garden path is shaped like a regular pentagon, with each side measuring 60 meters. What is the total distance around the path? The total distance around the path is known as perimeter. And the shape they are talking about is a pentagon. And it is a regular pentagon, meaning it has 5 sides which are equal in length. So what you are supposed to draw is a regular pentagon, and each side measures 6 meter, 6 meter, 6 meter, 6 meter, 6 meter. And the question is, what is the total distance around the path? Meaning, what is the perimeter of this regular pentagon? So we're going to say perimeter equals to add all sides, meaning 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 5 times. So this is the same as 5 into 6, which equals to 30. So the correct option is option B, which is 30 meter. Next question. A Jewish vendor knows that two-thirds of a container is equal. Equal means equivalent, in other words, equivalent. So 2/3 of a certain container is equal to 18 upon x. What is the value of x? 2, how is it turned into 18? That means this 2 was multiplied by 9, meaning 2 into 9 is 18. So do into 9 here and also do into 9 here. So the value of x will be equal to 3 into 9, and this gives you 27. So the correct option is option D, with the answer 27. Next question. A fruit seller packs mangoes in 4 boxes weighing 5 upon 6, 3 upon 6, 7 upon 6, and 9 upon 6. The question is, which box has the least weight? Least means smallest. So since denominators are the same, look at the numerator and choose which number or which numerator is the smallest. The smallest numerator is 3, and that indicates that the least or smallest fraction is 3 upon 6, which is option B. 3 upon 6. That is the smallest weight, or that is the least weight. Next question. Which object below would show a line of symmetry when folded exactly in half? Which object among these would show a line of symmetry when folded exactly in half? The correct answer is option A, which is a regular leaf. So go ahead writing here, option A, a regular leaf. Next question. Next question. Complete each of the following figures along the line of symmetry. Complete each of the following figures along the line of symmetry. So, let me start with question A. In question A, this line you see here, labeled L, is your line of symmetry, and you are given half of the diagram. Can you complete the other half? Well, step number 1 is label the corners of the shape. Step number 2, the corners which lie on the line of symmetry will remain in the same position. But this corner, which does not lie on the line of symmetry, will be reflected along the line of symmetry. And you can clearly see that this point is one box away from the line of symmetry, so its reflection will be on this side, one box. So that is where the reflection of that point will be. And then complete to get the other half. So from here, draw a line, and also draw a line to this point, and you'll have the other half completed. And this diagram is now symmetric, means one half is equal to the other. Question B. This is the line of symmetry. We have to complete drawing the other half. Well, step number 1, identify the corners which make up this half. Identify the corners which make this half. Step number 2, reflect each corner. The corners on the line of symmetry will remain in the same position, and the corners which are not on line of symmetry will be reflected along the line of symmetry. So the 2 points you see here, or the 2 corners, will not be reflected, but this point here will be reflected here, and this point here will be reflected here. This point here is 1, 2 boxes. Also count the same boxes, 1, 2. So its reflection will be here. And this corner, its reflection will be here. And this corner, its reflection will be here. Then take a scale, draw the other half. In this case, you're going to draw this way, that way. Then you go this way. And then you go that way, this way, and then this way. You see? So you can see that this half is the same as the other half. And therefore, line L is the line of symmetry. Next, how do we find, or how do we complete this half? Step number 1, identify the corners that make this half you see. Step number 2, the points which lie on the line of symmetry will not move or will not be reflected. So this point here, or this corner here, will be reflected 2 boxes down. This corner here will be reflected 2 boxes down. And these 2 points will not be reflected. So now what you are going to do is to take a scale, then you draw a line from this point to this point, from this point to this point, and then from this point to this point. That is your reflection, which completes the other half. Next part, or next question. Complete this part, whereby this line you see here, marked L, is the line of symmetry. Step number 1, identify the corners which make this shape. Identify the corners which make up this half. Step number 2, the points or the corners which lie on the line of symmetry will not move. Only these corners which do not lie on the line of symmetry are the ones which will be reflected along this line of symmetry. So starting with this corner, will be reflected one box up. This will be reflected half a box. This corner will be reflected one box up. This corner will be reflected half a box up. And this will be reflected two boxes, sorry, 1 box and a half. 1 box and a half. So somewhere here. And this corner will be reflected also 1 box and a half. 1 box and a half. And then take a scale, connect the points. From here to here, here to here, then you connect using a scale, then you end up getting a shape like this. You see? So this is 1/2 down the line of symmetry, and we have the other half above the line of symmetry. So that is all for this question, which says complete each of the following figures along the line of symmetry. So you can clearly see that the diagrams are fully completed. You can clearly see that the diagrams are fully completed. Next question. Question number 9. A school plans 2 activity areas for students as follows. The first one, a rectangular sports court that is 12 meters long, 8 meters wide. Find the area of the sports court. So here you write sports court. Sports court takes the shape of a rectangle. So just draw a quick rectangle like this. 12 meters length, 8 meters wide, or some other people call it breadth. So that is B for breadth, or some other people call it W for width. Now question, find the area of the sports court. So here you write area of the sports court equals to length into breadth, because it is a rectangle. So area will equal 12 into 8, answer will be 96 meters square. That is for sports court. Roman 2, a square sitting area. So that is done for sports court. Then you go for a square sitting area. Sitting area. Now sitting area takes the shape of a square. So draw a quick square like this. Now what do we have? We have a square sitting area with each side measuring 9 meters. So here, 9 meters. Find the area of the sitting area. So you're going to write here, area of the sitting area. Because it is a square, you're going to say area equals to side into side. And you're going to write area equals to 9 into 9. And this gives you 81 meter square. Next question. Roman 3. Find how much larger. Find how much larger. How much larger? It means find difference. Find how much larger the sports court is compared to the sitting area in terms of area? So, Roman 3, how much larger? How much larger? Simply look for difference. And how do we calculate difference? You take big area minus small area. You take big area minus small area. Meaning 96 minus big area is 96, small area is 81. When you subtract this, you get 5 here and you get 1 here. So this is the difference. So difference equals to 15 meter square. That is how much larger the area of the sports court is compared with the sitting area. Next question. Next question. Question 10. A girl is watching an educational video and it is over 4 days. On day 1, watches 2/15 on day 1. And on day 2, she watches 1/3. And on day 3, she watches 1/5. And on day 4, she watches 1/6. Questions. Find the total fraction of the video series she has watched. So you have 2/15, you have 1/3, you have 1/5, and you have 1/6. Can you find the total fraction? Well, question 1, total fraction. Meaning 2/15 plus 1/3 plus 1/5 plus 1/6. How do we add these fractions? LCM of denominators. 15, 3, 5, 6. So step 1, how do we add these fractions? Find the LCM of denominators first. In this case, LCM will be here by 2, 15, 3, 5, 3, and then 3, that is 5, 1, 5, 1. And then by 5, 1, 1, 1, 1. LCM will be equal to these numbers, multiply them. 2 into 3 into 5, which gives you 2 into 3, 6 into 5, 30. So LCM is 30. After getting the LCM, then make these denominators to have the same denominator. So we have 2/15 plus 1/3 plus 1/5 plus 1/6. Now, how do we turn this denominator into 30? So multiply by 2 here, multiply by 2 here. How do we turn our 3 into 30? Multiply by 10, multiply by 10. How do we turn 5 into 30? Multiply by 6, multiply by 6. How do we turn 6 into 30? Multiply by 5, multiply by 5. This will be 4 upon 30 plus 10 upon 30 plus 6 upon 30 plus 5 upon 30. Now the denominators are the same. So make a line, put the same denominator 30, and then add numerators. When you add, you're going to get 4 plus 10, 14 plus 6, plus 5. So this will be 14 plus 6, 20, 20 plus 5, 25 upon 30. This is your answer. Now some people will waste time here simplifying the fraction. Leave the fraction like that. Next question. Determine the fraction of the video series that is still left unwatched. Solomon 2, left unwatched. To find how much fraction is left, look at the denominator first. The denominator is 30. So do 30 upon 30 minus 25 upon 30. Then make one line and then subtract numerators. So how much fraction is left unwatched? It will be 5 upon 30. This is the fraction which is left unwatched. Next question. Next question. A community uses a wire of length 48 meters to fence a rectangular chicken coop. The width of the coop is 10 meters. Find the perimeter of the chicken coop. A community uses a wire of length 48 meters to fence a rectangular chicken. Solomon 1, we are given a rectangular chicken coop and we want to fence this rectangular chicken coop using the length of the wire 48 meters. Now question is, find the perimeter of the chicken coop. The perimeter of this chicken rectangular coop will be equal to the length of the wire itself. Will be equal to the length of the wire. That's all. So perimeter will be equal to the length of the wire, which is 48 meters. Done. Question 2. Calculate the length of the chicken coop. Calculate the length. This is L for length, and this is W for width. But the width is 10 meters. So you're going to write here 10 meters. Can we find the length? Yes, we can find the length. How do we find the length? We know perimeter is 48. Then we can use the formula of perimeter of rectangle to find the length. How do we do that? We know that perimeter equals to 2 into L plus breadth. Breadth, B for breadth, and breadth is the same as width. But perimeter is 48. So right here, 48 equals to 2 into length. We don't know. Length is question mark. So put question mark plus B for breadth or for width, which is 10. How do we move from here? Take 48, divide by 2. Take 48, divide by 2. 48, divide by 2. 48, divide by 2. That is 2, 4. That is 8, This is 4, that is 8. So 48 divided by 2 is 24. This equals to a question mark plus 10. Now when you reach here, you ask yourself a common sense question. Common sense question. Which number plus 10 gives you 24? That number is 14. How did you get 14? Simply take 24 minus 10. 24 minus 10 equals 14, and this is your length. So length equals to 24 minus 10, which is 14 meter. I hope you have understood what I'm trying to do. So calculate the length of the chicken coop. So length here we got is 14 meter. Can you find question 3, which is find the area of the chicken coop? Area of the chicken coop. This chicken coop is in the shape of a rectangle. So find the area of this rectangle. So you write question 3. Area equals to length into breadth or length into width. Same thing. How much is the length? We got 14. How much is the breadth? We were given 10. What is 14 into 10? Answer is 140 meter square. That's the area. Length 14, breadth 10. Look here. Length 14, breadth 10. What is length into breadth? 14 into 10, 140. Next question. A worker completes parts of a job in stages. 3/5 in the morning, 3/5 in the morning, 1/6 in the afternoon, 1/10 in the evening. So you have 3/5, 1/6, 1/10. Write the fraction representing the total work done. So question 1. Write the fraction. Write the fraction which represents total work done. So total work done will be equal to 3/5 plus 1/6 plus 1/10. 1/10. So we are done. That is the total fraction. Write the fraction representing the total work done. So the fraction will be 3/5 plus 1/6 plus 1/10. Next question, Roman 2. Can you find the sum using common denominator? Can you find the sum? So now you need to find the sum of this fraction using a concept of common denominator. So here we need to find LCM of these denominators, which will be 5 here, 6 here, 10 here. LCM will be by 2, 5, 3, 5. By 3, you have 5, 1, 5, and by 5, you have 1, 1, 1. So LCM will be equal to 2 into 3 into 5, which gives you 2 into 3, 6, 6 into 5, 30. So LCM is 30. Now can you find the sum of this fraction? So you have 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 10. 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 6 plus 1 upon 10. Now, you have to turn 5 into 30. So multiply by 6 here, multiply by 6 here. Turn 6 into 30, multiply by 5 here, multiply by 5 here. Turn 10 into 30, multiply by 3, multiply by 3. Now you'll have 18 upon 30 plus 5 upon 30 plus 3 upon 30. Now find, make a line, put the same denominator 30 and then add numerators. What do you have? You have 18 plus 5, 18 plus 5, and then plus 3. So answer will be 26 upon 30. 26 upon 30. Now, how do we move from here? 26 upon 30 is the sum of this fraction. What is the next question? What fraction of the work is still left? So, question 3, fraction left. Fraction left. Again, look at the denominator is 30, then you do 30 upon 30, then minus 26 upon 30. You have same denominators. Just write one denominator here and subtract the so-called numerators. And therefore you'll have 30 minus 26, you'll have 4 upon 30. Just stop here. That is the fraction left. Next question. Next question. During a party, friends ate 2/5 of one cake and 3/10 of another cake. Find the total fraction. So here you write total fraction, of which you're going to do 2 upon 5 plus 3 upon 10. Same concept. Make denominators the same. How do we do that? LCM of 5 and 10. This will be 2, 5, 5, and this will be 5, 1, 1. LCM will equal 2 into 5. That gives you 10. Now, how do we turn 5 into 10? We do into 2 here, into 2 here. How do we turn 10 into 10? We do into 1 here, into 1 here. Then calculate this. This is 4 upon 10 plus 3 upon 10. Now you're going to make a line and put 10 here, and then add the numerators. Answer will be 7 upon 10. That's all. So find the total fraction. Total fraction of cake eaten will be 7 upon 10. Last question. Last question. A school plans to install boundary wire around a square vegetable garden. Each side of the garden measures 80 meters. If the cost of the boundary wire is 15 rupees per meter, calculate the total cost required to enclose the garden. So first, draw a square vegetable garden. Simply draw a quick square like this. Then each side measures 80. So right here, 80 meter. And then the cost of the boundary wire is 15 rupees per meter. Per meter. So first calculate perimeter of this vegetable square garden, which will be 80 here, also this will be 80, also this will be 80, also this will be 80. Perimeter, add all sides, of which will be 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80. In other words, just do 4 into 80, because it is 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 plus 80 4 times. Answer here will be 4 into 80, 80 into 4, 0, 32. Answer will be 320 meter. 320 meter. That is your perimeter. Now, cost. To get the cost, we are given that 15 rupees per meter. So if it costs 15 rupees for 1 meter, how about 320 meters? Simply do 15 into 320. 320 into 15, what do you get? You will have 0, 10, carry 1, 15, 16. You will have 0, you will have 2, you will have 3. Add 0, 0, 8, 4. Answer will be total cost is 4800 rupees. You are done. All right? So let me stop here and bye-bye.